Every weekend, I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other. It's part of who I am. If you ride, you know what I mean. That's why I insure with Shannon's. They get it. They share our passion and give us the features riders want, like limited use cover and multi-vehicle discounts. Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. Whatever you ride, ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
Rare Spares has over 50,000 product lines and releases over 500 new products every year. Your local Rare Spares distributor has what you need when you need it. And as the only restoration company officially backed by Holden and Ford, we take our part in your project very seriously. Rare Spares, more than just a part in your project.
Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome back to SRW TV. Tonight we are here for round 2 of your Simrigs V8 Supercars mini series. Tonight we come to you from Laguna Seca. 3.57 kilometre track, lots of twists and turns and some great racing. 33 cars out on track at the moment, so should be an absolute cracker night. We are in the middle of qualifying, and I am Nathan ShiBBy Howard, which I'm sure you're all getting to know that by now, and that guy that way is Mr. Steven Sinkovic. How you doing, mate? It's gonna be a great night. It's the Simrigs. Self twice. I can hear me through your speakers, I think. That's an odd one. Anyway, we're in qualifying. There's nothing like a bit of technical issues at the start.
It's always good to get the bugs out, and iRacing is doing its bit at my end as well, so that's all cool.
Well, we are in the middle of qualifying already. Let's get over there. There is no safety car. Can that go away? Thank you very much. All right, Matty Jones in the Highway Patrol police car has gone out and set the fastest lap already with a 1:23.798. Pretty quick track.
I tell you what, for a fun night out and not points or anything like that, the amount of cars on the grid is outstanding. It is outstanding.
Yeah, there's so many I can't line them all up on the left-hand side. So great turnout again, of course, for a lot of new drivers in the league as well to come along and have a bit of a race with us and have some fun.
Yeah, there's always new people as well, which is a cool thing. I'm looking at some of the names, and there's a Smith in there, Clifton that I don't know. I think I've heard of. Oh, Mel Pal's back. For a bit of a
Mel's out there.
Mel's out there.
I think he registered for next season as well.
Yes, he has. Yeah. Who else? I'm looking at new names. Oh, Dan Bartush is out in the V8.
Yeah, he messaged me this afternoon saying he's been getting a bit of practice in, wants to give it a go, so...
Yeah, Dougie Gowans is having another crack. He's keen to try the V8s. He had a bit of fun the other night when he was in there. And is Tyson McAvoy racing tonight? Because I don't believe he's working tonight. He might be having a spin. He's in the lead.
He's out in the worst kind of car on track. So, but he is out there.
He is out there for a run, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Oh, just as we said that, Tyson dropped out due to packet loss.
Well, maybe he's not out there racing this evening. I tell you what, Caleb, that was a rough corner there. Caleb Balick, 1:24.302. He was out here in the 86s as well. Also put on a really good show last week in the V8 Supercars. Mr. Tim Nicol, good to see him out there from Quantum Pecky's Performance Racing. Had an absolute stellar drive in the AMS and the Pro-Am series.
Yeah, he's doing really well. That's my my brother's favourite team name, Quantum Pecky's Performance.
It's a good name. To me, it's a bit of a tongue twister. If you try and say it 3 times fast, it's a real tricky thing to do.
Quantum Pecky's Performance. No, I like it.
Get the racing.
It's a different name. That's got to go up there with Gerard Cifuentes.
Yeah, Jerry Sanfuentes. Jerry was a race car driver. We got Pricey drop it in. Yes, broke the chat, Cherry. You were first, Pricey. You were. Well done, mate.
Well done,
Ray
mate.
Douglas. Douglas has dropped in.
Ray, what am I? A bit of pork chop on the side, mate.
Just a side piece, mate. Just a bit of side piece.
Side piece.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, mate. I think I'm going to mute Ray for that one.
We do have quite a few. We've got, how many drivers? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers all lined up for the Warren and Brown Tools Cockpit Camp tonight. So don't forget, if you are racing in any of our series next season, to keep an eye out on that chat to get your name down to be featured on our Warren and Brown Tools Cockpit Camp. So huge shout out to them for allowing us to be able to do this. Now, we may as well, as Jace comes out for a quali lap, he is one of the guys that has put his hand up. So let's get on board with Jace for a quali lap and see how this goes.
Let's do it.
The Lodge Bro cars for the LMR Esports. Oh, a little bit slippery off the side there. Don't be listening to the broadcast, Jace.
Yeah. Focus, Jace. Focus, mate. I don't want you coming in and yelling at me after the race saying, you ruined my concentration. We've both gone silent after that.
No, it's because qualifying mode's on, so it doesn't have Jace's name under him. It has the qualifying time. So, but this is Jace Douglas in his Simrig at home.
Yeah, tearing it up.
Really, really nice looking rig.
Yeah, a bit spoiled. Ray, did you pay for that rig, mate, or did he do some chores and some Macca's work or something like that for that rig? Got the sequential shifter going and everything. Well, I'd like to tell you tonight, ShiBBy, that as per usual, my SDK decided it's not going to work, so I can see, I think it's following your stream, man. It's just decided to start just as I started whinging about it.
Good.
How good's that?
Yeah, see? Whinge about things and things gets done. Isn't that how wives get us to do things?
Oh, mate, don't you might be listening. We could be in a hell of a lot of trouble. Did you like to play a fire?
Yes, I do.
So we've got Dan Bartucci, he's got 2 greens in his sector, and he's sitting pretty at the moment too. Matty Jones is ripped out a 123.5.
We've got
Oh, John Gallen, look at that, 4 greens. He's ready to pop one there. His last time was a 123.
He is on board
John
with Mr.
Gallen.
Dan Batouche.
He's got him to 124.693. Well done, mate. Mr. Tim Nickel.
Oh, do you want my OBS up there?
Ooh, look at that. Jace has put in 3 greens and 2 oranges. Got himself up to 6th place. Matty Jones has got a purple in his last sector, in the second last sector. Let's see how he goes for the 5th. Oh, a green. Has he improved his time? No, he hasn't. That was .0265 plus. Who's that carrying, cleaning up the cones there for us?
Probably a few cars. Seen a few cars off already this evening. So
This track is, as you can see on that footage there, surrounded by sand, so it can get very slippery very quick.
that
I like the
standard.
MX wrap. Say again, mate.
Oh no, the chat was just asked if that was Dan on camera, and I said it sure was.
Yeah. The MX wrap vehicles, have, the purple's still the same, but if you have a look at it, it's got a really nice little chromy sheen to it now. Looking pretty cool.
Alright guys, I'm going to get this stream started. We're going to get started with a poll.
With a pole? We're not
Yes.
dancing again, are we, man? I didn't wear the right clothes. No? Didn't like that one?
I'm trying to type and watch the broadcast at the same time.
Oh, I thought you'd be feeding off my jokes, mate, but it's not one of those nights. Matty Jones has got himself 2nd and 3rd sector greens. Simon Hayes has got himself some good times coming up as well. Let's see how he's doing.
Poll is now live. You know what it's all about. Ford or Holden, as we are racing the V8 Supercars. Get your votes in. Do you bleed blue or do you bleed red?
Well, hang on, mate. What's a Holden?
Yeah, it's GM, but they're both American-owned companies, so don't get...
General Motors? Okay, General Motors. Yeah, Holden, don't know what that is. Oh, that's a nice looking livery there too, by the CPR boys. Who was that?
That's Pecky's.
That's No, that wasn't Secky's.
That's Tim Nichols' new livery. It's all, they all got new liveries, mate. They look freaking banging.
Yeah, I like that. That's looking really good.
Yeah.
It's still got the back part of the old livery there. Yeah, Dad paid for his boy to have fun. He's my only child and we are a Ford family. Well, good on you, mate. I like that. Yeah, I know how that is. Ray, I've got a 3-year-old boy and he seems to just batter his little eyes at me and he does get his own way a lot. And he will have a rig soon because hopefully I'll upgrade my wheel and he'll start off in a Fanatic CSL Elite setup. Oh, Matty Jones got a purple in Sector 3 there, Nath. Will he beat his 23? Tim Nichols popped himself up into second.
Yeah, he did. He's done great.
Yep.
Scotty Rattler Van Loon's out there as well. Dylan DeBono again. Another young kid with a lot of real-life racing experience out there in the V8s. Not something he really drives, but geez, does he pick up any car so quick?
Yeah, he does. He's a good little all-rounder at the moment, actually. Matty Jones followed up with 2 oranges, so he didn't quite beat his time set of 6.0 and 8.01 on that last bit. Who's that in the police outfit again?
That's Matty Jones.
Is that Matty Jones?
Yeah, it's Matty Jones.
Mr. Fritz, his daughter's already... She's 2 and she's got to go about in the sim. Yeah, I don't have enough room, Fritzy. I'd love to have him set up in my office / studio, but that's going to have to wait till we get into our new place. Hopefully we'll get onto the market at the end of the year and try to find something a bit bigger.
My daughter is exactly the same. Even setting up for work, she'll come in and she'll want to sit on my lap and help me do what I'm doing. And every time I want to get in the rig on the weekend, it's not going to be possible. But that is the end of qualifying. Matty Jones will take out pole position, followed by Tim Nichol. Let's get this grid up because these races get through fast. So Matty Jones and Tim Nichol will be on your front rows. Stephen Kennedy, Caleb Balick on row 2, Dylan DeBono, Scotty Rattler, row 3, Darren Crosby, Rick Vigor, row 4, Jace Douglas and Christopher J, row 5, Jonathan Gallen and Blake Gallen. Is that they got to be brothers, right? On row 6, Douglas Gowans, Jake Jackson, Troy Sipple, Bruce White, Tyson McAvoy, Simon Haynes, Mick Clifton, Jamie Davis, Mark Horton, Andrew Cowan, Tyler Sheaf, Dan Batouche, Mal Pal, Daniel Fritz is our RC for tonight. Joshua King, Mitchell Muller, Greg Leake, Sean Smith, Keegan Caldwell, Shane Newans, and you joined as a car, Steve, so you're also on the grid out there, mate.
Whee! Nice. Have a look at this grid.
It's going to be a big grid, that's for sure. Great turnout.
Yeah, there's 32 guys out there tonight on this track. It's going to be action all the way. Watch out for down the hill, the first left-hander. That's going to be an absolute killer, and this start as well. We have a habit of getting a fair bit of action off the start of this track.
That we do, actually.
He should have the big 5.0 on this police car. 5.0, 5.0.
I would have liked to see like Queensland Highway Patrol, New South Wales Highway Patrol.
We've got 20 people watching just in YouTube tonight, so everyone out there, shout out if you want someone that you're following tonight and you want to see them. By all means, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe because we want to give away the Simrigs seat and rig. I've actually been told today to pick it up and get it out of the way, so it's going to have to move.
I already told you, you can just give it to me, mate. It's fine. We'll just say someone won it. All right, we're getting ready to go green. Massive grid here. Matty Jones is, and the lights are green, and we are off and racing.
It looks like it was bogged down by Darren Crosby, and he held up a little bit and got passed by a few cars straight off the start then. And Matty Green's got the first corner already up and done, followed by... Whoa,
it's already a spin. Big spin. One of the QPR cars are around. Cars
Caleb Balick
have
got himself up as well. All I heard was someone say, wow. And another person just says, wow. So that would have been fun. Oh, look at the pace that Matty's got off that front of that grid, man. He's taken off like a madman.
Yeah, DeBono's also
got himself like, it looks like about, he'd be like 4/10 already.
Bono got himself straight up into P2, 3 spots off the grid already. Tim Nichol hot in his tail though. Caleb Balick and Jace Douglas, of course, hunting him down.
Very much so. I think Jace might be time for an update on that V8 livery as well, mate. Get onto those LMR boys and get them to give you something fresh. Steve Kennedy is doing really well as well. He did really well in the AM series, and his pace is pretty good. Steve Kennedy used to be one of the original drivers that started with us when we first started this league in its first inception. So he's been around for a while.
He has. I've known Steve ever since I started with you guys, and that's going on 2 years. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice little move there. Someone's trying to go out wide.
It's Jake Jackson on
Grandpa's car. Got a new car as well.
It's the 888. It's the old school 888 Vodafone car. Oh, no. Looks like that is Jace Douglas. Is it? No, it's Gallen.
Oh, no.
The blue sort of looked like Douglas then, but another car, Blake Gallen, has gone off track.
Yeah, what's he done is he hit the wall full on because he looked like his bonnet was missing. Everything's gone. Caleb looks like he's puffing a bit of smoke and he's blown his engine.
So there might have been a couple of cars involved with that.
He's trying to get back to the pit. That car does not look pretty.
So I wonder if there was a bit of an instant caught up between a few drivers. Blake Gallen has plummeted down the field, down 13 positions now.
Oh, bit of love there from Blake Gallen.
I can't believe
Can't drive through for failure to hold brakes. So we must have missed something somewhere along those lines. Here's this treacherous corner, man. Oh, Caleb's just slid across the grass and just across the sand, I should say, and just missed two drivers then.
Bruce White is car 3. That is the car 3. Failure to hold brakes during rejoin.
Okay, naughty Bruce.
Jace Douglas now hassling the back of Stephen Kennedy. Will go down the inside. Really nice braking there. Is he going to get it turned in? He will. He actually gets it turned in perfectly to stop Stephen Kennedy from getting that run out of that corner. Great move from the LMR Esports driver.
Yeah. It's something. I'll tell you something really funny there. I'm seeing the rear end of Steve Kennedy's car camera work, and you've got the broadcast in the front, so the cameras are doing some weird stuff to me.
Yeah. So yeah. Watch my OBS.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Just so people know, sometimes I might sound like an idiot. It's not because I am one. All I am. It's because my broadcast at my end's playing up.
No, it's because when I do manual camera movements, it won't move your camera for you.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's good to see. Blake from WKMP. He's hunting already. Rattler Van Loom has just gone. Is that correct? Have we had a change up front, or is it my SDK?
Matty Jones is still up front with Dylan DeBono.
Okay. I'm just going to shut up from here on in, but that's a nice dive on the inside from Blake Gallen. Does your first name have to be Blake to race in WKMP?
There is two of them, yeah. There is two of them.
I'm assuming they're looking for another Scott.
They probably do, but Blake Gallen down the inside now, heavy on the brakes, will get it pulled up.
Well. Who's that behind him? That's a QPR car. Tried to sneak in and double it up as well.
Troy Sipple and Greggy Leake. So Greggy Leake in the Yarra Estate livery car. So really nice. Look at Yellow Rangers.
Yellow Rangers Estate, yeah. That's an interesting story there. I spoke to Leakey about that yesterday, actually. And he is actually... they're a friend of the family, and he thought he would drive it and support them and get a bit of camera time for them. And I said, mate, we're here to support anybody in our community who has a business that you want some support. You need some just a shout out and something like that. Please reach out to us. It's not just about us. We like to help other people out there as well.
Yeah, Leakey actually reached out to me before the 86s and said, hey, man, can you possibly give us a bit of airtime? I said, Leakey, for you, never. Oh, move on the outside there. Is Davis going to get it locked? I don't know if he's going to get it in. Oh, side by side through the left-handed. Davis will just pull it through. Great racing there for Jamie Davis and Stephen Kennedy. And now Tyson McAvoy, the Performance Sim Racing team leader. The team owner, I should say, down the outside of Kennedy.
Is he going to make it stick? He's two of them there. Oh, he's got a bit of a kiss there from Kennedy behind him. Crosby's behind him, who gave a bit of a tap, and Kennedy's in front of him. So there are a few boys that there won't be wanting him let through, but Tyson's doing a great job there, mate. showing some of that style that he had, which we haven't seen for a while from Tice. Here he is, sticking a nose in on the inside of Kennedy. Will he get the run through around this corner? He has. Oh, no! He's leaned on him a bit too much and looks like he wasn't giving way. And that was the end of that car in the wall.
He is still running. That is a big field. He's going,
He's waiting for an opportunity. I'm not sure if he dropped out or whether it was just the packet loss just then. But
this time, Mr. Sheaf out here in the V8s as well. We converted this guy. We converted him from a dirt oval main to now he can't get enough of road racing.
Yep, that's true. That is so true. He is having a blast on everything he gets into. I was in the Formula 3s last night, and I started 4 laps down, and I was catching him, but every time he had a few bingles. Every time I get anywhere near him, he'd have a stack, so I couldn't have any fun racing him. Something was called out then, but I couldn't quite hear it clearly enough. But Rick Vigor, another one that's got some great driving skills at the moment. He's been racing with the vets and improved. R3 drive through for lap 1, turn 1. We're going to see that come up soon. Andrew Cowan is on track and sitting behind Simon Hayes. He's got himself about a second behind Simon. He's right on the back of Chris Barouge. Jamie Davis, we saw him light it up last week as well in this series. He's a new boy from that's popped into our series. And again, he's on the back of Rattler with 0.6 seconds behind him and giving him a bit of a rattle.
Andrew Cowan from Performance Sim Racing up 10 spots from where he started on the grid in 12th now, and starting to really close this gap on Simon Haynes. We are actually on board with the Warren & Brown Tools cockpit cam, and you can see just how realistic Cowie's actual sim looks to exactly what you'd expect a race car to look like. It is an absolute mean setup he has.
Yes, he definitely hasn't skimped on it.
No. You would think at that view he was actually sitting in a real V8 supercar.
Yeah. He's having a good sniff on the back of Simon Haynes here. And I reckon he's going to have a crack in a couple more corners because he's got right up onto him at a 0.4 and he's waiting for a bit of a run on one of the corners, I think. Chris Barouge. Is that how we're pronouncing that? Barouge? Barrage? Barrage. He's keeping him held up a bit. Chris Barrage, he's got his teammate Stephen Kennedy in front of him, so he's got 4 seconds on Kennedy. He's new to the series as well. This is his first series with us.
Oh, Cowie's just made the move. He's making the move on Haynes now, down the outside, right before the right-hander. No, left-hander, sorry.
Left-hander down the hill, the corkscrew.
Through the corkscrew.
Yep, pretty much what I predicted. He's done really well, so he's carried some pace through the corner before the hill. The double left-hander
Joshua
after the bridge.
King now making a move
back
on Leak, but Dougie Gowans. Leakey's thrown it in there. Oh, there has been a bit of a collection, though.
No, they didn't hold it.
Yeah, both Joshua
I'm not
King
sure if Leakey threw it in there or if he
track.
just missed his brake marker.
Can go
Viggy's
back.
got a bit of pressure by Kennedy.
Angry Birds Racing and the M1 Racing team definitely had some great team battles through our Season 3, and I definitely look forward to seeing them back out on track for Season 4 as well.
Oh, 100%. The boys are... It's lovely to watch them race and battle through, and it's always fair and clean.
Now he's going again. Now he's on the back of Shane Newlands.
And Newlands. He's got him on the inside. He's past him.
He's gone. And
Yeah.
Jonathan Gallen also got through there as well.
I think we've completely forgotten about Matty Jones. He's got himself a 4-second gap on Dylan DeBono. And Dylan DeBono has got himself a 6-second gap on Tim Nichols. Tim Nichols is our championship driver, Season 2 champion in the AMS, and he was in the top 3 for the AMS last season. So he's no slouch, and Dylan to come out like that has been pretty impressive.
I wonder if Dylan's been practicing in the V8s. Like, he picks up any car he gets into, so it might make sense for him to get out there and do some practicing and really see what he can do in the V8 Supercars.
It's not his first time in the V8s with us. He was in with us in season 2. I remember him fighting it out at one of the NASCAR circuits. I can't remember which track it was. And he was up there at the front of the grid with Blake and Michael Whiting. So he's no slouch in the V8. It's just not his preferred car.
It's not front-wheel drive, mate.
No.
Everybody, don't forget that poll is still up and Ford is winning at the moment, 58% to 42%. Get those votes in. Mal Powell at the back having a great battle here with Caleb. He's got his car fixed and he hasn't dropped a lap yet, so that's really good to see. He is extremely close though.
Yep.
Caleb is still pushing on for all the Caleb fans out there.
Who we got out there? Lodge Brothers are the company that sponsors the team, Pricey. Yes, they are, mate. They are in Whittlesea. I actually drove past them the other day and saw it on the outside of the factory. I think it's on Plenty Road, which is a continuation all the way through it up to Whittlesea on the main strip. And I saw it and I thought, oh, that's an LMR sponsor. So yeah, give them a shout out as well. They sponsor one of our teams and look after them.
Simon Haynes now trying to pull away from Burrage. Mark Horton now attacking Cowan with Jonathan Gallen on the back.
Is he going to let him through? No, he's shut the door nicely. Oh, a little bit of love, but not enough to put anybody off. Cowan's got a good run out of that, so he got some pace out of that corner. I'll tell you another one of our boys who's got himself in business and starting up. It's Cullen Hodgkinson, building sheds. So if anyone needs a shed, reach out to Cullen.
Where does he live?
He doesn't matter where he lives. He works everywhere. He's out in Ocean Grove. Oh, look at the pressure coming on. Matt Horton's copping it from Gallen. And Cowan in the meantime, while these two are battling it off, just stretched a little bit, yeah.
Yep.
So this is Peter Pavlovic's teammate. No Pete tonight.
Oh, no! Mark Horton is around.
That's a treacherous corner, mate. That's a treacherous corner.
It sure is, but they managed to miss all the incidents there. He spun right in front of
really
people.
Light. Car becomes really light across there. It's really hard to... What? Matthew Boylett says LMR is retired.
Jace told me not to say anything, so I don't know if you've just blown it, Matt, or you guys were allowed to launch it, but Jace told me this and he said, but just keep it hush at the moment until we launch it, so... So I knew of this a few days. Yeah, I knew of this a few days ago when Jace reached out to me and said, "Hey mate, this is what's happening," and I was like, "Oh, sick! That's awesome, man!" Like,
yeah.
But anyway, I suppose it's out there now, but we won't talk about it too much
until it's official.
But Jace is up in P4.
Yeah, he's got himself back up now. Earlier on,
absolutely flying along.
This young guy, Jamie Davis. Oh, put the Moz on him.
He spun into the wall.
He's put the Moz on him. I was about to say, I like his driving style. Well, Matthew says it's official, so okay. So they've changed the name, or you guys have branched off into your own little team? We'll have to find out the main scoop later on between.
At this bloody rate, Jace might get himself on the podium, and he can tell us himself.
Yeah, well, he's only 7/10 behind Tim Nicol, and he's having a great old battle. Jace did really well in the AM series. He was a bit unfortunate with a couple of races. He got involved in a few incidents, and it cost him some real crucial points. At one stage, he was sitting in the top 5, really pushing for points and battling for the championship. But it doesn't take much when you've got a really close field of drivers with not much time difference between them. I mean, you saw it was like qualifying was like within the top 10, it was only like 5/10. So it was ridiculous. So when you're racing along there, there's bound to be a lot of swapping at the front of the grid. Rolled it through there nicely. That's a corner where you could really easily touch the sand on the right-hand side and lose it. See how he's got this little crest coming here? And it's right, if you don't make it a brake marker right there, the car is so light. And here again, you've got to feather the throttle as you're coming through, touch the inside apex, get it all the way out, let the car go wide again, and then cut as much in as possible here and put the foot down early. And the brake point here is really, really tight. You've got to get the car turned and rotated and straight as quick as possible to get the foot down for this main straight down here. So if you brake a little bit too early, too harsh, you lose a bit of pace. Coming down the hill here on the right-hand side, you'll see there's a little bit of a runway. That's generally the brake marker for it right there. As Crosby's shown us. Getting in nice and tight, holding it all the way through is the right speed, taking it wide. Now again, you've got to prepare yourself for this next corner. Here's a bit of a funny one. Getting it nice and tight without going out too wide. Here, this one here is epic. Putting it all the way through, carrying the pace. See how close you got to the sand there? You've got to do that to get the pace all the way up this bit.
What, the field has stretched out a fair bit. I was not expecting this with a 124, like a very low 120 sort of, or 120 to 130s lap time. Like, it's not a long track, but the field has
Is my
stretched out a
SDK
lot.
correct? Has Jason Douglas just passed Tim Nicol?
Oh, he has. He has.
Yeah. I think he got him on under the bridge on the right-hander, on the left-hander.
For some reason, it's not showing on my SDK.
Well, Kennedy's passed Jamie Davis, Rick Vigor. Jamie Davis must have had an issue or something because he's dropped a few spots on my SDK.
Is the replay for the LMR Esports driver. Oh, Nichols got a bit loose. Jace was catching. He definitely was catching, so that mistake is big. That puts Jason up on the P3 with only 1 minute left to go of our first race here.
Yeah, nice work, nice work. Dad'll be proud. Where are you, Dad? Jeez, I tell you what, it feels like a Friday night and we're ready to sit there and crack some beers in the end of the night and just sit back. But you know what?
Yeah, I definitely don't have a beer on the desk.
Neither do I, but we'll save that for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's Friday night, and tomorrow we've got our first of our IMSA on our broadcast.
Oh, there's a car around, another car around. Oh, that's Sheafy.
Ola Sheaf.
Yeah, still getting the hang of these cars, so I don't think he's had much time. DeBono's got around Matty Jones. No, wait, what happened? Matty Jones blinked, and SDK had a heart attack.
Yeah. No, Matty Jones is just in cruise control.
Oh, Tim Nicol was right on the back of Jace again, but he's made another mistake.
He's at a sniff. Rattler and Darren Crosby are on the back of Tim Nicol now.
Jamie Davis on the back of Simon Haynes.
Simon Haynes' car reminds me of the Paw Patrol, man. That logos when I see it.
It does look a bit Paw Patrol. Oh, here he comes down the inside, though.
Here we go. Davis, he's got it in. Has he managed to get enough? Yes, he has. He's opened it up. Good drive in there by Jamie. He's had that little incident early on, which has cost him a few places, and he's got himself back at least one.
Oh, Nicol.
Here we go. Tim Nichols forced out wide by Jamie.
Now Rattler.
Rattler's having a sniff.
And Crosby. That has brought all three of these cars back onto the back of Douglas, so
you know what?
Be a little bit of extra pace from these guys behind.
We on white flag? I haven't seen it.
Oh, probably. Knowing Barney.
Yeah, Barney is not a good mate of ours.
No, mate. You need some shirts with like Barney getting a pie and a beer or something, and Barney's on Smoko sort of merch. I'm sure people would buy him. Would you guys buy a Barney's on Smoko merch? Because I would. I don't know if that was Matty doing that on purpose, but he nearly lost it. Oh, no, he is pushing hard. We know Matty Jones, driven extremely well, drives fast, pushes the cars to the limit. And that's our heat winner for tonight, Matty Jones crossing the line.
with a 6-7 second gap. Second position is Dylan DeBono, and third place.
Just holding off the Peckies boys. Last corner. Come on, Jace.
Last corner. Keep it clean, Jace. Foot down. And it is Jason Douglas in third place for our first heat. Well done, Jace, followed by Tim Nichols, Scotty Rattler, Darren Crosby, Rick Vigor.
Well, if you were in here earlier, Mr. Jet Murray, you would have seen it a few times already, but I can throw it up for you now, mate. There you are, Jet. And if you ever come back and race with us again, mate, and you got a cam, let me know when we race, because we can get you up on the screen as well, buddy.
Yeah, well done there, Jace. Give us a wave, mate.
Great drive, Jace.
I don't know if he's got the...
Matty Jones and Dylan DeBono, though, definitely in a different league tonight. I'm very surprised how far they got away from the rest of the field.
Well, have a look. That's 16 seconds.
There you go, Jace just waved. I just watched him wave.
So we did well. The boys having a bit of a chinwag, and well done here, well done there. It's good to see the camaraderie in the chat room still there. Everyone's still having a blast. This track is going to be fun for the feature. Here's ShiBBy, and yes, it's good to see Jace on the podium.
Sorry, mate.
Well, I'm me who called you out, mate.
I was going to say I'm clearly the favourite.
ShiBBy at all, or you just think that my voice is ShiBBy's voice?
We got the same mic, so it might sound similar, but no, I don't have that
all right,
Victorian
ladies and gentlemen,
accent.
here's your Heat 1 results. Matty Jones from Performance Sim Racing in first place, followed by Dylan DeBono, Velocity Sim Sports. Third place, Jason Douglas from LMR Esports, a very close relative and son of Ray Douglas. Followed by Tim Nickel from Quantum Pecky's Performance, Scotty Rattler in fifth from Quantum Pecky's Performance, followed by Darren Crosby, M1 Racing, Rick Vigor, Angry Bird, Steve Kennedy, M1 Racing, James Davis, I'm pretty sure he's, maybe he is a privateer still, and then Simon Hayes to round out our top 10.
I don't know why SDK is broken. It does this occasionally and doesn't load the driver's profiles properly.
Yeah. Who's Jamie race for again? Remind me.
I honestly can't remember at this point, mate. Let me see if I'm just going to I'm going to import all the drivers on a new file and see if that might fix it.
Well, this is, there is all new drivers in this as well. So when it comes to the new season, things will be a bit different. Current temperature is sitting at 36 degrees. Was that ambient or track?
That's track, I think.
Wow. Well, it is Laguna Seca.
It was 31 at the start, so...
Yeah, so I expect the heat to go up a little bit more. Yeah, we've got a 10-minute warm-up now. So track temperature is 26 degrees.
And we've also got our top three in our green room, so it'd be great to have a chat with them. Yeah, mate. Yeah, we got 10 minutes, so we may as well have a chat to him. So it seems Jace has a cam, and he did come in third. Let's get Jace on the interview screen, then.
Yeah, I'll drag him in for you right now.
Yeah, bring him on in.
Mr. Douglas, how are you, buddy?
A bit worn out. How are you?
Not too bad, man. That was a good little battle there.
Yeah, it was a good battle with Tim. I really enjoyed it. Just tried not to make any wheel spin mistakes as I did, but
I'll tell you what, mate. You must have been a really good boy because Dad has done really well by you, mate. That is a pretty impressive rig there, mate.
Yeah, well, you can thank him because he basically brought the whole lot, just except the roll bars and my my dash. So big thanks to him. And
nice work. Yeah, Dad's investing in his future there. So I'm assuming by looking at that rig, you're his retirement fund. So
yeah, pretty much.
He'll be wanting some refund back at some stage of your career, mate. Hopefully we'll get to see you go out there and real world racing is still on the cards for you. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm still racing outdoor go-karts. Next stop for me is Albury Wodonga.
Yep.
So race up there 2 weeks after Bathurst, and then my home track at Ballarat. So
Nice,
two more races to go.
2 more races to go. How are you sitting in the title?
GPS, which is Golden Power Series. I'm sitting around about P6, I think.
Yep.
And VCS, which is I haven't done this year, which is Victorian Country Series. Basically dead last. So it is what it is.
That's what yeah, it is what it is. Exactly right, mate. Look, mate, it's good to hear. You're going to be moving up into some bigger cars in the near future. What's the plan? What's Dad got in the books for you?
I want to move up, but sadly we don't have the money to move up, so we're staying in go-karts.
Staying in go-karts for another year.
Yeah.
You need some sponsors. People, Jason Douglas is an up-and-coming star of SRW, so he needs some sponsorship out there. So if you've got a business that wants to support some young up-and-coming drivers, reach out to us and we'll put you in touch with Jason.
Yeah, thank you very much.
How's that for a plug, mate?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. That would be
No problem.
great if I could move up.
Yeah. Oh, look, we want to see all our drivers that are got ambitions to race real world to make it up there. If we had the money to help support you guys, we would. At the moment, we're not even breaking even. So one day, that's the aim for us to start sponsoring some of our guys in go-karts and then the real world cars as well. So, but you never know. We've got some crazy ideas that might actually start paying off at some point. So, we'll see how it goes. Look, good luck in the next two rounds in your go-kart country series, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
And we'll be watching you on the cockpit cam, mate, with Warren and Brown. Warren and Brown, the boys might be watching tonight. Some of them are on holiday, so Warren and Brown might be able to get back and support someone like yourself as well. We'll have a chat. Anyway, mate, good luck for the feature. We'll get on to Mr. De Bono, another real world driver as well. Good luck, mate.
Thanks, guys.
Mr. De Bono.
How are we, guys?
Good, mate. Can you tell Nate that you're no slouch in the V8, mate? He thought you were a noob in the V8, and I said, "No, mate. He's been in there before."
That's not what I said.
No, I was still saying I'm pretty well a noob, eh?
I don't know, mate. I wouldn't count you as a noob in a V8. I remember you driving at one of the American tracks up there at the front with Whiting and Blake Delaney. I think it was season 2. You were in the V8s with us this year.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe, but that was a couple of seasons ago. See, and
yeah.
Nothing
we won't let it out at your and let it outshine your performance tonight, mate. It was pretty spectacular to be up there for someone who's not a regular V8 supercar driver. You were only 6 seconds behind Matty Jones, and that's no easy feat.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I was hoofing it pretty hard. I'm pretty wrecked now, but I was pretty happy just to be 6 seconds behind him.
Well, you guys had something like, was it ShiBBy? Was it like 16 seconds? The gap behind that again?
Yeah.
It was pretty big. You guys were out on your own. The fight behind was like 5 cars fighting for third. So they were fighting for their own little battle on their own, but it looked pretty good. You've got your last 2 races for your season as well, for your XL series as well, don't you, coming up?
Yeah, October 15th is our last race for our championship, and then we've got one on the 3rd and 4th of November for the TCR World Challenge. We're a support category there, so that'll be good fun.
Cool. What's the plan with you in the real world? Is it try to move up a category, or are you just going to stick it out in this one for now?
We're always looking to go big and bigger, but the budget always stops you somewhere close, and we were looking at doing the 86 next year, sorry. But now with the new cars, the new 86 is coming out, that's added another $100,000 to buy the car, and that's not in the budget of a apprentice welder, so.
yeah, it's crazy how they bring out these categories that they want to promote younger drivers and everything like that, and they put a ticket on it like $100,000 on a car. It's like, really? It's like you got to be going to Melbourne Grammar, and Dad's got to have a block in the city CBD to afford it for you.
Yeah, that's it. Even the XLs are starting to get like that. Budget. It was meant to be budget racing, but now you get cars selling for $50,000. They're worth every cent. But for budget racing. You know, it's
Yeah,
pretty
well,
high up there.
it says a lot for CAMS, for Motorsport Australia. If they want fledgling leagues to survive and stuff like that, they've got to put a cost cap on it. They've got to put restrictions on what you can and can't do, like they do in the UK. I mean, you look at the racing, the lower tiers of racing in the UK. It's every week, so it's nuts. Look, we'll get rid of you, mate, because we've got to speak to Maddie and we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, boys.
All right, Maddie's gone as well. All right, mate. Good luck in the race, mate. We'll see you soon.
I'll talk to you later.
The Tyson McAvoy could chat with P1 because it was his driver. Sorry, Tyson, that's life, mate. Sometimes it happens. I'm sure Maddie will be in P1 again, and we'll spend a lot more time with him than we normally do.
Yeah, sorry, Tyson, I wasn't here. I had to duck away from the computer, so I couldn't keep in control on how much Stephen was talking.
Well, I didn't realise the heat's already gone. How much time we got till the... Oh, we still would have had time to get Maddie in.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, he's probably going to get out and get organised. But, yeah, what a cracking first race. Is this... how was this set up tonight? I don't even know how the race format was done.
I suggested a top 10 reverse.
Is it a 2020 or a 2030?
It's a 2040, I'd suggest. That's what it normally is when we do a 21st one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know we swapped it up a little bit for the 86s and did a 2030.
Yeah. I think Ty should focus on his racing instead of getting himself on the podium. So we're going to do a chat with him. What do you reckon?
Have a chat with who?
Ice.
Tyson? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, get yourself on the podium, Tyson.
Come on, mate. Get on there.
Come on, mate.
Head down, focus.
Get
Let's get you
out
on get you on the podium. None of this safety car spinning. All right, the feature is getting set. The boys will start in the grid up any second.
So it is a reverse top 10. So Simon Haynes will be in pole position. Jamie Davis next to him. Stephen Kennedy, Rick Vigor, Darren Crosby, Scotty Rattler, Tim Nicol, Jace Douglas, Dylan DeBono, and Matty Jones. All the rest of the field are exactly where they are finished in the first race. So good to see Andrew Cowan right just outside of that top 10. Let's see what he can do this race.
Oh, the grid looks good. How good do these cars look on this grid? I can hear it in my right ear. The engine just thumping away on the Paw Patrol car.
Grid is set. 5 lights to green.
They're off. Oh, he's spun it up. Has he got enough traction to keep moving? Good. Everyone's got off clean. There's been no one left behind, no one bogged down, and everyone's got out of that corner nicely.
Oh, huge!
Someone has
huge
crossed over.
incident!
5 cars in the back going off everywhere.
That is the whole rear of the field. Unfortunately, I can see Andrew Cowan in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that is upsetting.
Here we go. Well, Jason Davis has got himself a really good start. He took the lightning start off that, and he's got himself away like crazy. He's got the M1 boys and Rick Vigors, and then the Quanty Peckers followed by, oh, there's Matty Jones already making a move up on the inside. There's no holding back. Look at him go. It would be great if my SDK would work. Anyway, we've got the boys all in line, taking the corkscrew nice and tight. No one's lost it. Jace is making his way up there. And Jay, XL Sheep, unless you're going to sheep stations. Jamie Davis is doing really well, followed by Stephen Kennedy and Darren Crosby. So the M1 boys are keeping really tight across there with Rick Vigors behind them. And the Pecky's Performance cars trying to... Dylan. Yeah. Dylan's made a move. He's got past.
Matty's on the back
Jones is, waiting for that double pass as well. The old Verstappen move. Get your head in quick behind the goal you're passing and get advantage of it. Matty Jones looks like he goes a little bit wider there, then cuts in a bit tighter, gets some speed out of this part of the track. That won't be long before he pushes Tim Nichols aside.
Here, feathering that accelerator. He definitely wants to push harder.
Yeah, 100%.
Have they all settled in?
They've settled into a row, but not
might have been
quite.
A safety car. all right.
No, the start is being under review at the moment. Tim Nichols on there. There's a car pulled over on the side there. I'm not sure what it's doing there. Is it waiting for a tow?
It's Cowie's car, mate.
Cowie's car.
Yeah, it looks like he's copped a lot of damage.
It looks
Not
like they're
looking
calling. It looks like they're calling for a safety car.
The safety car is out on track.
Yeah.
Thank
Good
you
to see.
so
There it
much
is.
for the promo department. They have been absolutely outstanding with the safety car sponsorship.
Well, that cost me a bloody packet. And we are finally, after 12 months, more than 12 months now, I'm finally at a point where I'm happy with the website, and the website will be launched in a couple of weeks' time.
No way.
Yep.
Can I have
I had
the
a
first
meeting.
look so I can start critiquing it?
We've pared it back. We've pared it back to what it was going to be, just so it's out there trading and people can get out there and spend some money with us. So hopefully that'll contribute a bit more to what SRW does.
Yeah, so
So
guys,
the
keep an
safety
eye out.
car-
promodepartment.com.au for all your promo needs.
Well, they're not active, so just reach out to me if you need any promo needs. We'll have some teamwear out there and stuff like that, because we already do it. Anything high-vis, anything teamwear, we already do.
You got a job opening? I know of a really good IT guy.
Yeah. Is he a good producer as well?
Yeah, I believe so. And then learning more and more every day.
Yeah. Well, you
Guys-
know what? Can you get this IT person to fix my damn SDK so I can see what's going on?
Let me contact Pascal and see what's going on.
Yeah, I think we need to sort that out before season 4 starts, because it's doing my head in. But the guys, you know what? I'll tell you one thing that iRacing has done really well is the way that the cars look on track and the way the tracks look. They've done a little bit of update with, you know, I mentioned it a few weeks ago when I had actually a rock hit me in the face when I was driving the F3. So it's crazy. I am seeing what you're seeing, Nath, but there's no names or anything like that popped up. It's all disappeared.
Guys,
So
if
I
you
can
have
only see-
just joined us,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining us tonight for our mini series here tonight for round 2 at Laguna Seca. We do have a poll running at the moment with 18 votes in. It is Ford v Holden, and Ford is winning 61% to 39%. Also, while you're at it, if you are enjoying this broadcast or do find yourself enjoying it at any point of time tonight, please let us know by hitting that like button. Thanks to you guys out there tonight, we have hit 823 subscribers as of tonight. So you absolute legends. That poll will stay up all night and there will be crowned a winner. It will be Ford or Holden. And we've got my mate Jack tuning in all the way from America saying, let's go Ford.
At a quick glance, I thought that was the oh, what's it called? The boys we used to have as our round sponsor for the V8s. Dragon RC.
Oh,
in
Dragon
black.
RC, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
From-
Daniel, yeah. It does
Yeah,
look
from there
like
I thought,
them.
oh, is that a black Dragon RC logo?
Yeah.
Look, there's a fair, the viewers are jumping in more and more as the night progresses, which is good to see, and I hope they're enjoying our off-season fun. This is just fun for us. This is not sheep station. This is not for title. This is not for points. The boys have just come out for a bit of a tear up tonight. We've got 30 plus cars on the grid, which is sensational for just a muck around session tonight. I love it. I can't wait to see how many cars are going to be on track tomorrow night in the Insta Shadow Series.
I still wouldn't call it a muck around because I think the boys are out here. They're still racing hard. Like all our league rules still apply to these fun races. So
It's like these friendly World Cup games. There's no game is a friendly game, mate. You go
No.
out there for blood. You go out there for positions. You go out there for paint swapping.
we just had our last game of futsal. We didn't make it into the finals, but we had a last game, and not that it really mattered, but we went out there to win, and we won. That was it. So
Oh, well done, buddy.
got to finish the season on a high.
Even the STK is not working now too. Because Dylan's car is the Channel 9 vintage.
That's your trading paints.
It's on. It's refreshed.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Blaming the internet connection. All right, safety car is gone into the pits. The boys are away. We are back. Green flag racing. Oh, there's already a huge spin. Massive. This could be massive collisions. Cars on their roof. This is huge.
Everywhere. It looked like there's a bit of a tap. Someone just got off a little bit quicker than the car in front of him, and it's just destroyed all these cars. Oh my God, who was the initial bump? It looked like someone bumped someone in the back and spun their rear end around. But you know what? The way it's flicked it around, it looked like it could have been a bit of net code as well.
I don't even know where to start on looking at what happened there.
There's cars towing left, right and centre. Car 91, is that Tyson McAvoy?
We're on board with Jake Jackson here.
And it was.
Oh, it happened in front of him, so it's before him. Oh!
It looked like it was a car that was trying to overtake before the control line. So I'm not sure. We're going to have to deep dive into this one, mate. So here's the control line coming up. They've broken. Someone's put the brakes on.
Oh, it's the Peckies. The Peckies car's absolutely thrown it.
Yeah, I don't know if Matty's tapped in from behind, but someone braked up, and then they all braked up, and then it looks like Matty's just got out of the way. Have a look at it here from this angle. Someone's braked up in the front seat. The third M1 car broke. Oh, look at that. There's just no way. Everyone's holding brakes. Everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, and it's like real world V8 supercars. It's like, where was it? Was that Tasmania where that happened? On the starting grid? That was crazy.
That was one of the biggest crashes I have seen since working with SRW.
I reckon you're probably up there. That is probably the biggest crash.
We've seen some big ones, especially when we ran the NASCAR Truck Series, but that I think takes the cake, mate.
There was no safety car. They're still racing.
They are still racing. I dare say that a quick way to resolve that is because it's at the start of the lap, that it is easier for them to tow right now than wait. Don't see Fritz out there, but a lot of cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars ended up in the pits due to that incident.
Did you see the way Matty Jones took the corkscrew then, and he got himself up on the inside of Crosby pretty much straight away? The way he handles that car for the corkscrew was sensational. Oh, was that a puff of smoke or dust?
Could be dust. The track's definitely kicked up a lot of dust because they are back round onto the straight where that incident happened. So
you know that we have seen Matty blow up cars before.
We've seen a few of the top drivers blow up cars.
Yeah. Here we go. So Matty goes out wider. So he's got a little bit of a different race line through this corner, which he ends up getting the car a lot straighter as he comes out of there and picks up the pace. Have a look at the pace he's picked up. Just by going out a bit wider and getting the car straighter through that corner, he's right on top of Crosby now. He's got momentum all the way through. Just a little bit of a different line across. Crosby takes the corner all the way tight across that piece of track. And, oh, sorry, I stopped because I was wondering if Crosby was going to lose the rear end then or not. This is an important part here. A little bit of a brake touch. Get left as quick as possible and avoid the right-hand side dirt. Here we go. And also the braking point here, just before the lump. Car gets light as it comes through here. Nose dips. And look at the pace he's got through there.
He was riding the back of Crosby then. There was nowhere for Crosby to go. Jonathan Gallen and Blake Gallen having a good battle here as well. Oh, I've just comms cursed John. I'm so sorry. Now it's Blake Gallen and Greg Leake. The battle of the weight reduction cars.
Yeah,
they're in their own class.
They look like a snub-nosed vehicle.
They're proper coupes now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, or as the Americans say, coupes.
Coupes.
It's not a toupee, it's a coupe. Matty Jones, though, is really still putting that pressure on Darren Crosby.
Oh, yeah. He's done well, Crosby, to hold him off because Jones has got the pace on him. See that bit of dirt touch there has given him another bit of creep on, so he's just putting pressure on. Crosby's just got to keep this clean as much as he can. That's it. Make Matty work for the pass. Keep you on race line tight. This is a kink across here.
Good's it look though in the police car chasing down.
Yeah.
It's so good.
This is almost like Mad Max. Oh, he's going to
look
go
at the difference through the corkscrew, the way he takes it.
He opens up the corner more so he can get a straighter line coming down into the corkscrew. And look at the pace he gets out of there. That's so slippery around that part of the track, man. It is crazy. You see the amount of cars that miss the apex and miss the braking point, dragging dust across it, and it just gets dirty. First corner. Crosby's done well to keep him back, mate. Done really well.
Well, he's got his teammate Steve in front of him as well, so they're clearly going to be in chat together. I think Crosby's trying to keep him at bay, and he's not going to be able to for much longer. Now Matty Jones is going to be chasing down Stephen Kennedy from M1 Racing.
I'm not sure, but that looked like it was a love tap.
There's definitely a lot of love taps happening through that.
The racing has been pretty epic. I feel for the boys down the back. I'm not sure how many have recovered, how many haven't, but you've got Gallon.
So there's Gallon, Van Loon, Leakey,
Yeah,
and
those
another
boys are all
Gallon.
in the orange back there. Jace Douglas and Jamie are fighting. These four here are putting on an epic little fight of their own.
It's the coupes versus the sedans.
Yeah, maybe we should have had that instead of Ford versus Holden because no one knows what Holden is. Oh, look at that. Is he going to make a go? No, he's just teasing him a bit.
Do it for Dale. Well said, Jack. Well said.
Here we go. He's made the move and he's made a stick.
But he's hit the curb. And it caused Greg Leak to lock up. And that has
caused
spun.
Ricky to lose the tail a bit, and that tail has got loose and it's taken. He's called that in. There's nothing you can do about it. That's a racing incident, unfortunately.
He's hit the curb, got a little bit crossed up. Leakey's on the brakes. Oh, Leakey's into the wall. Oh, and Van Loon's around as well.
Yeah. Rattler's called that one in. I'm not sure there can be much to done about that once he watches it back. It looks like whoever was in front of him lost it a little bit, and then Leakey locked it a little bit, and then there's nothing you can do. Oh, talk about the control line. There's contact under safety car by car 23. Ooh.
That's interesting. Crosby.
There's a bit of a chitter-chatter going on about the control line. Someone asked someone to have another look at that. There'll be a bit of banter about this, I can tell you.
Yeah. Matty Jones into the pits.
Yeah,
15 minutes. Oh. Nearly spattered in the pits there.
Yeah, car 23 got a drive-through as well.
And that is... I will tell you in a second when I find
Three is Tim Nickel.
It is Tim Nickel, yep.
Yep. Matty Jones just said the drive-through. I think that Matty Jones might have... I think it was something about the control line. I'm not sure. I couldn't quite pick that up from the race control. But I think Tim Nickel was contact under safety car.
Tried to go down the inside really tight. Had to get on the brakes. Did lock it up. And there's big contact into the wall nearly. We'll drop him down a couple of spots there.
Is that Tyson?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, battling away with that was Bruce White then.
Yep.
Now Dougie Gowans. Actually, this is perfect. We haven't. I have not had Mr. Dougie Gowans up on screen tonight, so
Johnson's called that one in for the contact just there. I'm not sure. I can't even remember who contacted who at that point, but it was close either way.
There's our mate, Mr. Douglas Gowans. Guns out when the sun's out, although
That's
it's not
the
sunny,
one.
so he should probably put a shirt on.
Mr. Dougie Guns out. Oh, we mozzed him again. Mr. Dougie Guns out Gowan.
Yeah, we're not going to call him Grandpa Gowans anymore. It's going to be Douglas Guns out Gowans.
I reckon he should change that livery to Cobra Kai.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be so good. Oh, we've missed some things happening up the front while I'm bored with Mr. Dougie Gowans, but I gotta give our drivers the shout outs for coming and join us in the camera box.
We have to share the love, mate. We have to share the love. The boys across back there behind Dougie Gowans are having a great old battle. It looks like Davis is just taking in the inside line across there. No, it wasn't Davis.
Something's happened up front. So Jace Douglas has actually slotted himself back into third. There will be a pit stop though, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
So Kennedy...
Is Matty Jones still in
Kennedy's-
PSR? Yes, he is, mate.
Kennedy
He's
had
just,
a big...
He's just having a night in his cop outfit tonight. He's the SAW stripper in the cop uniform tonight. He's
He
going to
should
do.
have started from the back. That would have been awesome if he started from the back and then he could have chased everybody down.
Yeah, well, he did start 10th. It was still a tough slug at this track. What are we up to? We're up to the 20-minute mark just about, so pit stops won't be too far off. The pit stop, I'm reckoning around 22 laps, somewhere around there.
Where's my mate, bloody? Bartush, how's he doing here tonight?
Car. There's been a 350 has got a drive through for contact with
Jonathan
car
Gallen
8
for
on lap
Pacific
5.
Esports Racing.
That's Mr. Gallen.
Yep.
I'm just looking to see where the boys have started and where they're finished. Who's our biggest mover and shaker for the night?
So Caleb actually at the moment up 13 positions, but that there is pit stops to come. Tyson McAvoy's up 17 spots. Bruce White's up 11 spots. Tyler Sheep's also up 11 spots. And unfortunately in this race, because of that huge incident on the restart, Dylan DeBono's down 17 spots and has been in the pits for 12 minutes. So that's really unfortunate.
Yeah, that car kissed it and said goodbye. Mr. Dan Bartushi's on camera right now, people. He's sporting himself a really nice goatee there.
It's not a goatee, it's a full-face beard, mate. What are you looking at?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, it is a full-face beard. He's probably older than me. One of the few.
And faster.
Yeah.
It's all right. They're all faster than me, so...
Facts are stating the obvious, mate. He's got the cut-off gloves going.
Yeah, a few of the guys on camera I've noticed all have some gloves. Maybe that's going to make me get faster.
Yeah, a lot of the boys actually go for the mechanic gloves and just take the fingers off.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Scotty Van Loom tearing it up. How good's that car looking?
How's that pole going is all I care about at the moment.
Putting the pressure on Mark Horton. Well, it's still sitting at Ford at 58 points.
Ford is going to take the battle out tonight, I think.
Mate, is there any of a doubt? Seriously?
No, I can't wait till Ford wins because I'll be jumping on cam and flashing my jacket off.
As long as that's all you're flashing, mate, we're still PG rated.
Yeah, no, the jacket will still be on. Yes.
Yeah. There goes the Paw Patrol, chased by Rick Vigor.
The more you say that, the more I can see it.
It is, isn't it?
Mid-pack
Not so much
sim
when you see it
racing,
back
though, from Adelaide, it seems. So good to see another team out there that I haven't got much information about.
Holman Fishy Motorsports, you will have to ask Scotty Van Loom about Pat Cash.
Oh, no,
What's he drink with Pat Cash, is he?
What is going on? The fishies have come in. They're going to stir up trouble again.
Yeah. Too lazy to get on track.
Yeah, you could have been out here, guys. I'm sure you didn't have anything more important to do.
Dikey goes, I'm going for an official race and going to bed. I said, mate, we've got a race on tonight. Get in there.
He's got to get his I rating up, you see. We've got to keep that going.
So apparently, Scotty Van Loom drives with a similar. Has he got the checkered headband? Has he? Has Van Loom got the webcam going?
No, mate. So the drivers I've got tonight: Jace Douglas, Cowie, Dougie, Guns Out, Gowan, and it was also Mr. Dan Batouche, which he put his name in as Bruno, which really makes it hard for me in the cameras to work out who it is.
Oh, Coleman's got the flu, mate. Oh, mate, get better, mate. Try some fish oil.
Drink a beer. Get a beer up. Jace Doug, Caleb, look at Caleb, mate, the young gun. Oh, he's going into the pits now.
Yeah, Jace has gone in first for the pits.
Oh, Caleb's made a huge mistake. He must be watching the broadcast. He's heard his own name. The pressure is on.
Straight into it.
Well, lucky he's got a pit stop, but that's going to be extra damage he probably didn't want to have to repair right now.
Not only that, it would have cost him about 10 or 15 seconds too. Here's Matty Jones stretching his wings out there. He's served his drive through. Where's he sitting in fourth? Yeah. So he's going to hopefully, you know what? He's in fresh air. So he could quite easily make up this time. What is it? What has he got? About 7 seconds. That's how much he was leading by before. He could quite easily come out after this pits out in first place. And he's probably aiming for it as well. Can you hear us, Matty? Give us a flash of those headlights, mate. No, he's probably not listening.
There's also a delay on the broadcast, mate. There's about a 5-second delay, so.
Yeah.
All right, how's our mate Andrew Cow doing? Not too bad. He got bungled up in that incident. See what Cow has done? He's given me 2 different camera angles as well to play with on the Warren and Brown Tools cockpit cam, so we can have one.
He did.
Yeah, I love it, mate. Look at that
Mr. Gowan.
Shift light taco. Good old taco. Love a taco.
He's
wearing his PSR bloody team gear and all. Committed to it.
Professional. Gowan's looking the part. Looking like the real racer. He's got all the gear and he's got the skill as well. Well, he's out and he's the leading PSR driver.
For the AMs, yeah, for the AMs, yeah. Yeah. Oh, out here, yeah. Even I think he was out doing his teammate Jerry Sanfuentes in the races, who Jerry qualied up in the pros. So, yeah.
Yeah, he's a smooth operator. Yes, he is, mate. He's a smooth operator. My brother told me off for singing the other night.
Yeah. He should too. If anybody's going to be singing, it's going to be Cowie. If anybody wants some live music,
no one's going to know who Welcome Back Cotter is, bro. He goes, you're too old.
I know, and I'm not even that old.
Yeah, I said to him, you're just not with it these days, bro.
If anybody wants some live music, Cowie does his own music, Cowie Solo Acoustic Rock. He also has a duo where him and another guy go out and play some music. I've heard them live. They are really, really awesome. So definitely check them out if you're in Queensland. They do a lot of pub gigs and, yeah, really solid pub music.
Good old Aussie rock, mate. Look at the boys go. He's, who's that
it's
out
leaky.
wide? Is that leaky? I hope it's not a medical emergency.
If it was, you think he'd need to stay on track to get himself to the medical place. Crosby, though. Oh, my God.
Oh, look at that.
You know, in the long run.
There's a bit of fighting going on there with Jamie and Crosby. Jamie is... someone's flying to the pits, yep. Jamie is really getting up the back of Crosby's M1. I do like this track.
Yeah,
it's one of the few tracks that I've got a bit of pace on. He's having a bit of a sniff. He's got the same angle as Matty has, not as wide as Matty's angle. He hasn't maintained the pace like Matty Jones did through that spot. Where's Matty Jones coming up? Is he caught up to these boys?
And
He's
sixth on
sitting
the
in
back of
sixth.
Vigor, nearly just
Yeah.
about to make a move on the Angry Birds driving team, Rick Vigor.
Yeah, over and under. Got him to go wide. He's going to get under him. No. He's going to duck in on the top of... On the left-hander up the hill. He's going to take him on the inside. Going to go out wide.
This is the police. Please pull over.
There, I predicted it. Did you see that? Took him exactly where I knew he was going to get him. He got a lot of pace through there. He held it nicely. Rick Vigor, please pull over.
It's too late. He's already passed him. Now you can't pull him over. He's in front of you.
Yep.
I was always taught that. If the cop's in front of you, they can't pull you over.
Unless they slam the brakes and you hit him.
Yeah. Well, then they're in trouble for brake checking. But Tyson McAvoy is actually in P1 at the moment. Now up 25 spots.
Quick, put him on camera. Quick, that's it. Oh, nice braking. Let's follow Tyson for a lap and let's
You
see
want to go on
what-
board? Let's go on board.
Let's go on board of Tyson McAvoy,
Yeah.
the PSR owner, operator, captain. Teaches his boys how to drive. He puts a lot of effort into them, actually. Here we go, third, fourth. Touch left apex, right apex, come through. Here we go, fifth. Braking. Holds it nice and tight left. He went a little bit wide there. Got through. There was a little bit of a tail waggle then. Fourth up the hill. Drops it to fourth. Gets across this little punt. Oh, he's just kept it off the dirt there. That was close. Go Ty. Show us that style, mate. Dirt there. Dirt right. This is the bit where Matty just excels. Nice and clean. Backs off a bit, gets the car turning and rotating, foot down. Mr. McAvoy shakes the tail a little bit for us. Nice tight on that apex, another little tail waggle for us. Let's see how he gets out of this final curve. Nice and clean. Oh, a little bit of tail waggle. He's really pushing hard, isn't he?
I think he's got to try and keep that gap because I'm wondering, did he actually get a proper pit stop?
Don't know. He might have.
If he still needs to pit stop, then there could be problems.
Yep.
I missed all the pit strategies. I don't know what I was doing at that time. I was doing something though, I'm sure.
I can't see them on my screen at all at the moment. I've got to. There's SDK. I'm going to rip it out and I don't know. Maybe it's time for a new PC at
So
my end.
Tyson's had 3 stops. So one
Yeah.
could be damage, possibly a drive-through or a stop and hold.
Yeah.
But 3 stops is a lot because everybody else has only done 1 or 2, and we do know there was a few penalties handed out.
Well, he's been sitting in clean air for a bit, so he's got no one interfering with him. He's got no one to back off on, no one chasing him, putting pressure on. So when you've got someone on the back of you putting pressure on, you do tend to lose some track time.
Looking in that pole. Oh, the gap has closed. It is now 52%. The 48% Ford's way with 21 votes.
Yeah. The boys are doing some mega driving out there, man.
The notorious Stig has just dropped in to say, let's go, Jamie. I can only assume you're talking about Jamie Davis, the man that is on screen right now, battling it out for a P1 spot against Darren Crosby from the M1 Racing Team.
Oh, that's very tight through there. Crosby's got the momentum through that corner. It's going to be hard to get him through that angle. Davis probably would have... Coming on the inside like that on that corner is not going to... It's going to be hard. It's a hard way of passing, put it that way. You've got to be right up and past that B pillar really solid to get through there. Let's see how he goes across here. Will he take the inside line? No, he's followed him nice and tight though. He's put the pressure on. It's going to be up at the top of the corkscrew. Will he try to outbrake him into the corkscrew maybe?
Oh, he got a bit loose there. Managed to
Yeah.
stay on the back of Crosby though as we come up over the crest into the corkscrew, right into that braking spot there.
He's gone wide like Matty Jones did. but it hasn't really helped him. The line that Crosby's driving isn't giving him much options. Did you see the sand flick up, Ben?
Yeah.
You can actually see the rocks and everything flying up into the
I was
screen.
going to say, have you ever tried turning iRacing's graphics up full?
Yeah, pretty much mine is full. Not full, but mine's pretty high in the VR. Nice driving there by Crosby. He's picked his lines well and driven it very safe. So the last lap you saw where Davis was, he was right up against the B pillar through that corner, so Crosby's gapped it a bit. Very smooth driver.
You're going to have
What
to...
have we got left? We've got left 8 minutes, 7 minutes left. So the boys have put on an amazing show. Oh, going out wide. That's Gullen going past.
Yeah, got the move done on Mick Clifton there to move himself up into P12.
So Matty Jones has finally got himself right up in there. He's got himself up to 4 seconds off the pace. He's catching these guys. He has got about, 6 laps to go to catch them. Where's Jace Douglas sitting after that incident before?
He's in P3.
P3, well done. He's got himself in a great position after the pit stop.
It's looking at
But he's going to have Matty Jones hounding down on the back of him by the time he gets to the last
7.5 seconds to catch up.
Yeah.
So at the moment, looking at their lap times, so Matty Jones is 4/10 faster a lap. So he's going to need to be a lot faster than 4/10 to make up 7 seconds over 6 minutes now.
Yep. But it also depends on how Jason's battle comes up with Davis. Is he going to battle or not?
Yeah, so Jace did a 126 then, and Matty Jones done a 124.6. So
2 seconds.
Yeah, that's big.
Oh, a bit of a lock up there. He's lucky he's held that.
Yeah, on board with Caleb, who had a bit of a rough start, got caught up in a few of the incidents, had a bit of a run-in with the pit wall, but has got himself back up to P6, 11 spots up from qualifying. So really great drive from another young gun out there. So I hope the Caleb cheer squad are out there absolutely cheering him on right now. Oh, Davis and Crosby are still going at it.
They haven't backed off at all, have they? Young Caleb's only 14 years old as well, I heard.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
Yeah. So that's him and Ty as our 2 youngest drivers.
Oh, yes, Junior Delaney. Yes, of course.
Yeah, young Ty Delaney. So it'd be interesting to see who's the youngest one of the 2.
Oh, Davis just got a little bit on the loud pedal too early. You can see Crosby starting to pull away out of that corner there.
Yep. The boys have all settled down now.
It's coming to the end. It seems like some of them might be doing a bit of fuel saving. The lap times have dropped a lot. Best times anywhere between 124 and 126. These guys now are lapping within the 125s and 126s.
Yeah. A few boys have left due to damage. So we've lost a few of them as we
lost Dylan, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, lost Leakey, lost Dylan.
That was a massive incident.
Mr. White, lost him as well. So there's a few boys really suffered in that incident.
Both the Pecky's boys are verging on the bottom 20 here. Scotty Rattler Van Loon in 15th and Tim Nicol in 16th. Tyler Sheaf, though, still out on track. What an absolute legend. Up 10 spots from qualifying. And at this pace, he's going to finish his race.
Yeah, look, you've got to... The key about racing in this sort of series is if you have a bad start, just keep persisting, keep going, keep it clean, and people are bound to move, spin, do whatever, make errors, and you just take advantage of it.
Crosby starting to stretch this gap off Davis now a bit. pushed it out quite a bit, nearly at 1 second now. So big movements. Jace Douglas in third.
Yeah, I'm assuming Firestone sponsors that corner.
Probably, and Mothers are the sponsor of that one.
Yeah, yeah. See, in America, they actually changed the corner names to the sponsors as well.
You heard what happened when the women's soccer World Cup came here, right? What happened with all the stadiums?
No.
Well, we weren't allowed to call them by their actual sponsored stadium names. So it couldn't be called Suncorp Stadium, and it couldn't be called the Telstra Stadium. They had to be called Brisbane Stadium, Sydney Stadium, Melbourne Stadium, because
Yeah, they weren't an official FIFA sponsor.
they weren't an official FIFA sponsor. Yep.
Yep.
They couldn't have other people's sponsorships out there. No. Oh, there's a car off.
Out there.
That's Matty Jones. That shows just how hard he's pushing.
Yeah. He held it nicely. Put the pedal to the metal. How far is he behind now?
Three and a half seconds.
Oh, he's touched and there's been movement. That's cost a position nicely across the front there.
This is going to cost a couple, because here comes Matty Jones as well. But that puts Jace Douglas up into P2.
Jason in the P2, Crosby in the first. Was that... I'm not going to even make a decision on what happened there, because it was too hard to tell from the angle I could see it at. But it's looking hot. This is going to bring the last few laps. We've got 2 minutes left, so we've got about 2 laps left where the pressure is going to be on like crazy. Matty Jones might yet get himself in a podium position here.
Right. Not far off, that's for sure.
He just has.
He's already... no, he hasn't. He's still got one more car to chase down, which is Jamie Davis in front of him. So he's only going to have this lap to do it.
Yep. He's got Davis in front of him. How far can he get in a lap? We know he's fast,
I don't
but
even think it's going to be a lap, mate. I feel like this is going to be checkered flag as Darren Crosby comes across. Oh, it's not. That is white flag. Where was Barney? Did anybody see
Where's
Barney?
Barney? That's going to be white flag.
Oh, Vigor's off. Hang on. I need to get on board with someone coming around the final corner. Caleb. All right, Barney is doing his job. There's the white flag. This is your final lap here tonight for your Simrigs.com V8 Supercars mini-series. This is round 2, thanks to Warren and Brown Tools.
Unless Jamie does something really silly, he's going to be able to hold off Matty here.
Yeah, he's still got that second gap on him.
Matty's taken as much width and everything he can out of this track to get past him.
Shows just how quick Matty Jones is, doesn't it? He's
mate, he's amazing.
In every car he gets in. F3's, when I first saw him drive an F3, my mind was blown.
Oh, you remember what he was like in the SR8?
And the SR8, yeah, that's true.
He's got world records in that.
Yeah, he does have world records in the SR8.
Oh, look how much he's gained across there.
Yeah.
He's only 2 car lengths behind
He's
now.
half a second as they come towards the final corners.
Is he going to be able to dive into the final corner and make something of this?
Jace Douglas nearly closed the gap on Darren Crosby as well.
Here's Crosby. Comes around the corner, followed by Jace Douglas. And our feature winner is Darren Crosby from M1 Racing, followed by Jason Douglas from LMR. And in third place, I cannot tell you because I can't see it.
Jamie Davis.
Jamie Davis. And
Just
in
held
hot pursuit.
off. Yeah, in hot pursuit, indeed. Yeah.
Indeed. Matty Jones from PSR. Whoa.
What a night of racing.
That's a great driving out there. Matty Jones going to do an expression session for the final lap.
So, I feel like Jace deserves an SRW cap. On the podium twice tonight. Yeah, on the podium twice tonight. Great drive.
Oh, geez, Matty Jones has got some great car control, man. The way he flicks that thing around is ridiculous.
Yeah, he needs to change.
Oh, look at him.
He needs to change the license plate on that car, though. I just noticed it.
Oh, I don't even want to try to read it.
Yeah, don't. I was going to put it on a re camera, and I thought, oh, no, but it...
Oh, it's a shame that restart went pear-shaped.
Yeah.
Because it was an epic. I mean, it was still an epic race. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. What control, man. That's nuts. Well done to the boys on the podium. That. Someone's just rolled their car by touching the inside wall.
Steve, Steve, you're going to have to go over to the...
Davis, is it? It is.
You're going to have to go over to the broadcast and put a vote on Ford.
I think that was Jamie Davis coming in to take his photo, and he's rolled his car.
You reckon?
Oh, mate, anyway. Oh, that was fun, man. That was real fun. It was good to see these boys fight, and it was good to see Douglas get his podium tonight. Wow. Well done, boys, all round.
Two podiums tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was Davis. Can't see. He's not loading on track for me, which is weird.
So who was in third? Jace was in third. Second was...
No, Jace was second. Jamie Davis was third.
That's it. Jamie Davis is who rolled his car coming around the final corner of the warm down.
Jace for pro. He's getting there, mate. He's getting there, that's for sure. So Darren Crosby, M1 Racing, will take out your feature race here tonight. Jace Douglas, LMR Esports driver, now officially renamed. I'm sure if you guys do follow their socials, you would see. But there was going to be all new liveries for their cars very, very soon. And Jamie Davis in there as well. And if SDK was doing his job, it would show me all their teams, but it's not. So I can't remember who Jamie Davis raced for.
I can't remember either, mate, and my SDK won't tell me, that's for sure. It's doing all sorts of weird crap at the moment, which we will investigate for the coming season. But anyway, let's start out there. That we've got Jace is in the room. No one else has come in.
Well, we got to get P3 in there.
Yeah, where's Mr. Crosby?
So we need Jamie Davis, Jason Douglas, and Darren Crosby up on in the broadcast room. How'd you go with all the race control tonight, Fritzy? You handled that all right, mate? Wasn't too bad. Pretty big incident. Steve, quick, get on your phone and go to SRW TV as your own account and vote for Ford. We cannot have a dead heat. I'm not letting this happen. It's 50-50, 22 votes.
It cannot happen, and it will not happen.
It's not allowed to happen. Now, it's not allowed.
I'll tell you right now, it will not happen.
Yeah.
It will not happen. It's one of those things that in life.
Come on, vote the blue.
Where is the voting thing? Where is it?
Poll on the page. It's in the actual chat, mate.
There it is. There it is. Ford.
Come on, let's go.
Had to happen.
This is my beautiful
you know what?
Mustang.
It's been a fun night. To what we've got an extra subscriber as well. From what I can see is 823, which is fantastic. Love you people out there. You guys absolutely make it a great night. We enjoy not as much banter with the crowd tonight as we've had in the last few weeks, but it's still good. It's still good. I'm still happy. I can't complain. Can you?
About what? What are we complaining about?
Oh, the chitter chatter tonight. It's pretty good still.
No, the chat's been great, mate. I think people have been really interested in watching the race itself. So really, really good to see. Oh, no, the votes have started streaming in again. We're up to 27 votes. So we're going to definitely have to get some more polls going as the streams progress. We definitely love doing this, or I love doing this. I came from being a Twitch streamer, and I still stream on Twitch, so if you want to check me out, it's right there. But I love interacting with the people out there that help build the community, so polls is just another way we can do that with you guys. So I'm going to think up some fun polls we can do, and get those running over the next couple of broadcasts. But once we get these interviews done, I will claim who is going to win out of 4-door Holden tonight. So if you know a few friends or family that are big fans of 4-door Holden, quick, get them into the broadcast and get those votes rolling.
It's if I have to pull the plug on the broadcast while Ford is still winning, I will.
How are you supposed to pull the plug? I've got control.
I'll get a restream.
You'll go to restream. It's running off my computer.
All right, listen. Let's get some interviews going. Crosby's in there. Jason Douglas in there. We're missing Davis. He's dropped his car on the roof in that last corner. Let's start with young Douglas. Mr. Douglas, congratulations, mate, on a podium for both the feature and the heat.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that fun out there or what, mate?
Bit hot, but we learned to keep the heat, so we'll be right.
The track was a bit slippery after the feature?
A little bit, not too much, but it could have been worse.
You're bloody thirsty, mate. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
You're down in that water like I down beer.
Yeah, there's not much left from the first one, so a bit buggered, but
yeah. Well, you seem to you got to wait. You were lucky you were at the front end of the grid, where all the carnage happened after the safety car restart, which we haven't really gone into any depth of what really happened and where it went because it was just too much of it. But it did open up the field a fair bit and gave you guys a bit of breathing room.
Yeah, no, it did. I don't know what happened. I just shut my eyes and went through the middle, but a few other drivers got stuck into it, and of course you can't readdress because they're stuck in behind the other one. So what do you do?
Look, you got to go for it. At the end of the day, something like that, it's no point even trying to readdress because you don't know what the calls are going to be from RC, whose blame is what, and so forth. So you just go for it and hope for the best.
Yeah, well, that's it. But I'm fortunate enough that I didn't get called in, so...
Yeah. So the question is the name change official? We heard by Boylette that it's official, and we heard earlier that it wasn't official. Is the name change official?
It is official, so Alamar is no longer.
Okay, so it's a brand change? Same sponsor and everything like this, same drivers?
Same drivers, but... different brands I think are going to come onto the car. I'm not 100%. I haven't really talked to Jet about it because that's just him. So I leave that up to him and Boyle it because they run it. So I'll just race and just have whatever on the car. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I guess it's all about having fun, and that's what it seems like everyone is having, which is pretty cool. Mate, it's not an official series, but you know what? Do you know any of your sponsors that you want to thank and give them an early boost?
At the moment, I got no idea.
You better open up with mum and dad first, mate, because that rig's very impressive.
Yeah, so I was fortunate enough to actually get my PC back last week, as it had to go away to get done. So thanks to Dad to go into Geelong to get it.
Yep.
Yeah, so thanks to Dad going to get it. I forgot to thank Jet before he gave me this rig. I just had to buy everything that went on it. So thanks to Jet and his parents, and of course Cooper.
Yep.
Can't thank them enough. Yeah, so
that's one thing. There was someone on YouTube, not someone on Facebook earlier today or yesterday that was asking, where to go, what to do. He wants to get into the V8s and all that sort of stuff. And I said, mate, find yourself a good league with a good community. Everyone supports themselves. I mean, how fast you are, how slow you are, we all support each other and help each other out where we can. And it's good to see the Murray family getting behind you and helping you as well. They can see some promise in your driving, obviously, like your dad does.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just fortunate enough that Jet said to me, come with us, mate, and I'll help you. So thanks to him, and can't thank you enough for this rig.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see that they're supporting you, mate, and they've got some good racing blood in that family, so it's a good family to be involved with. Listen, mate, we've got Crosby sitting in the other room. Good luck. Hope to see you for the other few races we've got coming up till the season starts, and get some practice in, mate, because it's going to be a red hot season for.
Yeah, well, I missed the first race because I'm up at Bathurst, so I'll miss that first week, and then I'll be back.
No worries. All right, mate. Take care of yourself, and we'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, will do. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. All the best.
Yeah, thank you.
Mr. Crosby.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good, mate. How'd you enjoy that?
It was tough, pretty tough. Fast races out there.
There is some fast races out there. It just gives you a snippet of what season 4 is going to be like, eh?
Yes.
It's gonna be. It's
mate.
gonna.
Good competition. Good.
It was gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts, man. I can't wait for the season to start. If this is just. I mean, it's always sheep stations. No matter what you're racing, you always want to win a position, win a place, in a podium. But it's showing what's going to be out there for 9 rounds all the way up to Christmas, and there's going to be some battles all the way through, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun, and if these temperatures are the same on the track, it's going to put a bit of a spin on it, like 42 degrees at the end of the race.
Yeah, Laguna Seca is hot for that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's always a pretty warm track.
Yeah, I mean, look, some of those guys, if they'd stayed on the track tonight, they would have been up the pointy end.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the carnage after the restart, we stopped looking at it because you could sit there and watch that. That's probably the biggest bingle we've had in SRW history. I reckon it was a cracker.
Yeah,
but
nuts.
Let's have a look at it.
It was good. Look, at the end of the day, it's all part of the fun, and that's what happens in the real world. I said to ShiBBy during the show, no different to what happened at Tassie last year, in the V8 Supercars when they all just plowed into each other. So it was pretty reminiscent. Hey, tell me what, Kennedy's getting fast, mate.
He is, mate. Look, as teammates, we practice a lot together, and we sort of push each other along a little bit. But yeah, he's stepping up definitely. He's putting a lot of practice in and getting things right. He's got his rig right. He did have a problem tonight with some hardware problems. You probably saw him go straight down on the first corner and just go straight ahead. But yeah, he's upgraded a few things, and I don't think they're working for him as the race goes on. So it's a bit of a worry. But hopefully he gets that right, because he's definitely getting faster. And
I've noticed, like, watching him through being on track with you guys in the amateurs. I'm not racing next season. I'm taking the V8s off. So to enjoy it a bit more. But watching him race compared to what I remember him racing like, you were a fair bit faster than him even in the early days. But he's come a long way.
No, he's going well. He's going well. And look, when you practice together, you bring each other along a little bit. So I mean, you have your good weeks and your bad weeks, and we sort of drag each other along, so it's good. And we help each other out with our setups and the way we set our biases up in the car and stuff like that, and race lines, and we check specs against each other, so it's good. So he's putting a lot of time into it, so he's going well. I just hope he gets his hardware right and stays on the track. Yeah.
Is Ty Burns still part of M1?
Yeah, he is.
He is. I saw his head pop up.
He's going walkabout.
He sent me a message about wink, can you get me into the series? I said, sorry, mate, I can't even get my brother into the series. He's an owner. So
I don't know. He's going to be quiet, but again, he's got work commitments. He might be away at the moment. I don't know, but we'll try and drag him in on the weekend and see what he's up to, and hopefully he gets out there.
Yeah, good. Has he still got pace in him?
He has a lot of pace, and if he'd practice a little bit more, he'd be right up the pointy end.
Yeah, he was a weapon. I remember how fast he was, and the amount of drifting he could do when he wanted to as well was pretty impressive.
He does it halfway through a race. He's the drift king for sure.
Yeah, he is the drift king. I do remember that.
He loves getting it loose even through the race. People behind him, and he's getting sideways into the corners. But yeah, it's good.
He should take up rallycross.
Well, he probably should. He should probably go into that event you've got going on the weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be an absolute ripper. That you remind it. We haven't even spoke about that. That starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nathan, we haven't even spoken about it.
the V8's going up the hill climb.
Oh, it's going to be everything. The boys, the last time they had the V8s, they had the SR8s. The boys took out all sorts of cars. It was pretty fun to watch, and we had the stream going
Trophy
for
trucks and all.
Yeah, we had the stream going for 3 days, full on. So it was a lot of fun out there. A lot of fun.
Good stuff.
Listen, mate, we'll let you go. It's still a work night, and
no worries.
Go out and enjoy. Yeah. Good to see you back on track.
Yeah, thanks for putting it on, boys. It's a lot of fun out there, and it's a bit of a little snapshot at what it's going to be like next season. So come out and watch the SRW boys.
Yeah, man. Look, it's more of you guys are going to have to get cameras on your cockpits as well.
Well, we're in Queensland now, so we sit naked on our Sims.
Mate, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling you right now.
Mate, it's not an official night, but there's no reason why you can't pump up some of the sponsors out there, mate. So give it a shout out.
Okay, mate. Like to shout out for M1 Used Cars at Slacks Creek. If you're looking for a cheap used car, good quality car, come down to M1 Used Cars and M1 Racing. That's about it for us.
Yeah. Well, mate, thanks for coming out for a spin tonight and make the night a bit brighter for us. Good luck.
Enjoy it, mate. Wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, good luck for the rest of the off season and for the massive big season coming up.
No worries. We'll see you there.
All right. Take care, Crosby.
See you, mate.
Well, ShiBBy, that's another night of racing, another night of fun, and can't complain. Oh, look at you.
Mate, I had to get it on because I got to say the Ford has taken it out. 29 votes in, so thank you everybody for getting your votes in tonight. Also, thanks for joining us. But the poll is ended, and Ford is going to be your victor tonight by 3% margin. So let's bloody go. And this is a very special jacket. This is all the way from America from the ShiBBy factory. So this is legitimate Ford merch.
It looks good, mate. It looks very good. I'd wear that one.
Yeah, it's a nice jacket. It's way too hot though in Queensland to be doing this right now. And I've got my Cameron Waters V8 Supercars cap on as well. So
nice, mate. Nice. You look at the part, mate. You look at the part.
Yeah.
You got the goatee as well, so it's not too bad. Now all you need is a mullet.
No. I like my. A lot of people think I'm bald because I wear a cap all the time. Like, it honestly looks like I may not have much hair, but I have long, luscious locks that run down to the back of my head at the moment. So.
I can attest to that. He's got boy band locks.
Oh yeah, boy band locks all the way.
It's going to be a bit of step by step. Anyway, mate, take us out. It's a work night. People are going to get off here. If you're still out there, like and subscribe if you haven't. Tell your family and friends too. We want to get this rig out and give it away. And thanks to all the people that look after us.
Yeah, so huge shout out to, of course, Simrigs.com for allowing us to continue with an off-season series. Of course, we can't do without Warren and Brown Tools. Huge shout out to all of you out there tonight. We had a massive turnout tonight from all of you viewers. So thank you so much for coming out and supporting not just us, but of course all the drivers out on track. And of course, we've got to say a massive thank you to all the drivers out on track tonight. It was a cracking race, and I look forward to running the IMSA broadcast tomorrow night as well. So keep an eye out for that. 8 o'clock tomorrow night, Friday night. Grab your beers, sit down, and we have the IMSA Shadow Series going to be running. I have been Nathan ShiBBy Howard. The guy next to me is the man of the hour, Stephen Spinovich Sinkovic. And we're going to end this broadcast by saying stay safe and race hard.